the world? This is your boy, Mr. TEAMBRINGIT, coming from WCC Wrestling Commentary Central, live on this rainy-ass day in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're here to talk about WWE Payback. I have my co-host, Mr. Rocky Reese, with me. How you doing, sir? How you been? How you living? What's going on?
Doing good. Coming live from the 215 as always. And, yeah, I had to admit, Chicago, this was not a good day for you. This is not a good day for y'all, apparently.
Weather-wise or pay-per-view-wise, because, first of all, CM Punk was not there, and everybody keeps chanting CM Punk. Look, Chicago. I don't want to be disrespectful, all right? If you can hear me, if you wrestling fan, hold on. I really want to say this. Look, Chicago, I understand that you miss CM Punk. I do too. I miss, the voice or the voiceless. I do. But at the same time, CM Punk is not coming back. As a matter of fact, Paul Heyman made it known that he was in the United States Center watching the Blackhawks in Game 7 and fucking they lost. So come on. Come on. CM Punk is not coming back. So please, shut the fuck up with your fucking chants. All right? I'm just saying. Not being disrespectful.
Let me be disrespectful on the chance then.
Look, you didn't like CM Punk from the get-go, Doug, so
I like CM Punk from his Ring of Honor days. I haven't admitted that. Here's the thing, though. While these chants were nice at the beginning because it was protesting, now they got to the point where it's repetitive, and every time we hear it, we want to shut the television or pray to God Julian Hall comes back to sing.
Oh, God.
That's how you feel?
Yeah, that's how I feel. And if I hear CM Punk chants tomorrow night, I hope in God every one of those male men who do it get a case of blue balls, and every one of those women who do it get a blue taco.
Wow.
Well, okay. All right.
Believe it or not, yeah, actually, Doug, for you, that's actually a nice standard for what you would normally say.
That's crazy.
Oh, haven't started yet. Go to the papers.
So let's start the show off. Okay, so, well, first it started off with the pre-show, kickoff show, Mask versus Hair, El Tarato versus Hornswoggle. Okay, so I didn't pay attention to this match because I was outside barbecuing and I was getting poured on, off and on. So, you know what I'm saying, if you are a friend of me or a friend of mine on Facebook, you will understand that, yes, I was taking selfie pictures, and you will see that me and my friends was getting poured on while I was flipping burgers and hamburgers and ribs and shit. But anyway, enough about me. So, I didn't see this match. Maurice, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was like, this match was, Doug, Rob, Andrew, either one of y'all, please take this.
I'll tag myself in, as I usually do. The pre-show match. Well, it was okay for what it was. Last month's pre-show match was better between the two, to be honest. This one was okay. Hornswoggle pulled the old Rey Mysterio trick. He had two masks on. Hornswoggle apparently doesn't know how to read a rule book. He thought, to win the match, I got to rip his mask off. No, you don't, fucking leprechaun. You have to pin the man. Anyway, El Torito would win this match, so Hornswoggle is now bald. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the newest member of the three-man band, the fat, little, baldy, stone cold Steve Austin.
And
hilarious.
Fuck was given.
Fuck was given. Okay, so there was two matches that were added. The Rose versus Ryaxel. And another match was Kofi Kingston versus, I believe, Bo Dallas. So let's get into the actual pay-per-view itself. So the first match was the WWE United States Championship, Cesaro versus Sheamus. From what I've seen from this match was not that bad. It did hold my attention. Out of 5 stars, we'll probably give it maybe a 3.5, whatever. The match did kind of start off a little bit slow, but it did pick up. Sheamus was determined to beat Cesaro, because especially after what happened on SmackDown. Sheamus was trying to, like, be the bear man and, like, say, okay, you beat me or whatever, and, Cesaro wanted to play the, like, the handshake fake little bullshit or whatever, but Sheamus did get his revenge. He did beat Cesaro, but it was not an easy match, and trust and believe, this feud between them two is not over by a long shot, and it's going to get hotter.
So Sheamus did win, though.
Yes, he did. He did win. Okay. And Paul Heyman, before, and I want to talk about Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, he's a troll. He loves trolling the crowd. Yeah. They was chanting CM Punk so fucking much. Paul made it known to say, well, first of all, CM Punk is not here in the arena. He's over there watching the Blackhawks, so can you please shut up? Shit was so hilarious, and they booed the fuck out of him. And this shit was just like so fucking awesome.
But he wasn't whining.
Huh?
But he wasn't whining. He was telling the truth.
Yeah, he was telling the truth, but hey.
For one,
it's just, I mean, come on now, this is Chicago, bro.
Did he rub it in about Lesnar again?
Boo Paul all you want. He's only telling the truth. You're only doing the truth. You're only doing the fact that CM Punk isn't there at that point.
Feel you. All right, so let's go to the next match. Goldust, Cody Rhodes versus Ryback and Kurt Angle. To be really honest with you, I did not pay attention to this match. This match was fucking boring as fuck. I don't like Ryback, and I don't like Kurt Angle. Mr. Maurice, did you want to take over? Because half the time I was blogging and taking me selfies.
Yeah. I was about to say, if it wasn't for the fact that Ryback was in this match, I would have actually gave it credit. But, yeah, I do got to admit that, that Ryback, so say what you want about them, they started off as a joke, but now they're kind of getting on a little bit of a winning streak here, so.
Yeah, but they're not going to, I don't think they're going to win the tag team titles. They just, I don't know. When I look at this team, they're like oil and water. I tried to give them an opportunity to, like, really shine, but then when you have someone that can't, you have two folks that don't cut promos very well, and then you have one that can actually wrestle. The other one is like a Goldberg 2.0 wannabe that just can't wrestle, sloppy as fuck in the ring. I mean, what the fuck can you really say about this? Can't really say shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Overall, I would probably, out of the 5 stars, I'll probably give it about like maybe a 2. I didn't, like I said, I really wasn't really interested in that match.
You're doing the match itself. Okay, I thought you were doing the whole pay-per-view for a second.
No. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But the Rose Brothers did lose. Ryback and Kurt Angle did win the match. After the match, it was like a sign that Cody Rhodes was real frustrated. He even said that he's not the brother, or he said he can't do this anymore, pretty much. I thought this was going to be a heel turn, but I think we're going to see that in between now and Money in the Bank, which is the next pay-per-view on June 29th, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, the next match. Rusev versus Big E. You know what, Reese? This was a surprising good match. Very surprising. It was a brutal match between the two. Big E did show his dominance, but it didn't last long. It was especially Big E did this beautiful spear to Rusev when he was on the apron or whatever, and at full force, at full velocity. Big E did a spear through the ropes to Rusev and crashed in, outside the ropes. I mean, the shit was so fucking awesome. We was like,
oh wow,
damn. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go back and see that.
Yeah, it was slick. and hey, 2K15. I want to see that spear on that game. I just want to say that. Rusev, he won that match, and it was pretty brutal how he put him in that camel clutch. That was crazy. He just bent him backwards. He was like, motherfucker, you gonna tap out. So he won that match. So we go on to the backstage segment with Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. They're pretty much talking with one another in the back, whatever, discuss whether he's going to surrender the championship or his wife is going to be fired. So we go to the next match, Kofi Kingston versus Bo Dallas. I don't know what the fuck they doing with Kofi Kingston, but this man didn't even come out with fireworks. I said that you have been downgraded to a jobber that you don't get fireworks anymore. Tragedy. It's fucked up. So
even worse.
Yeah, that's terrible, bro. So he comes
and then
out.
On top of that, the match didn't even get started, apparently.
Yeah, the match didn't even get started because Kane came out and pretty much attacked both of them. He just, he ended up as a no contest.
He attacked Bo Dallas too?
Yeah, I believe he attacked Bo Dallas, didn't he?
No, Bo got out. No, Bo.
Oh yeah, Bo Dallas got out of the ring. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Like there was something, some parts I wasn't paying attention to because, like I said, I was doing self picks and I was eating my ribs. So that ended up as a no contest. So we go on to the next match, WWE Intercontinental Championship, Bad News Barrett versus Rob Van Dam. This was overall a good match. Rob Van Dam, he is showing his age, I'm not going to lie, but he did pull off a pretty good match. This one was like more so a back and forth. Barrett is getting better each and every week. I will give him that. The crowd is really getting into him. They was really into this match. You know what I'm saying? Rob Van Dam didn't miss a beat with this match. Wayne Barrett, I thought was going to lose, especially when he tried to do the ball hammer or that little thing he does with his elbow. Yeah, he tried to do that outside the ring, but his elbow landed right in a ring post or whatever. So then he was in pain. Then he threw Rob Van Dam in the ring. Then he tried again, and this time he connected with the ball hammer or whatever for the ball hammer. Okay.
B-U-L-L, ball hammer.
All right, Rob.
Okay, all right, fine. Don't judge me. All right. So he knocked him out, 1, 2, 3, and he still retained the Intercontinental Championship. All right, so we go on to the in-ring segment. Stephanie McMahon, Daniel Bryan, and Brie Bella. This was hilarious. So Stephanie comes out and she's all smiles and comes out and, says, she was really a bitch in this segment. She said that, Daniel Bryan, yes, you're going to do what I say. You're going to forfeit the championship. You're going to make the right choice because I said so, and blah, 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 blah. And then Brie Bella said, well, you're not going to talk to me any kind of way because first of all, you're nothing more than a bitch. And she said that to Stephanie McMahon. Yes, she did. And then the crowd went wild. Really, really went wild when she said that because, damn, man, I was in the screen saying, call her a bitch, slap the bitch, do something. You know what I'm saying? So, Stephanie orders Bryan to hand over the titles, and Bryan was getting ready to do so, but then Brie standing away, and then Stephanie ordered Brie to move, and Brie said no. And then Stephanie told Brie that she was fired, but before she even said she was fired, Brie said that she quit and bitch slapped Stephanie in the face.
Oh!
And the crowd went bonkers. But this is where shit really got funny. So Stephanie is holding her jaw like, I can't believe this bitch just hit me. She just hit me. Oh, my God, I can't believe she just hit me. And when she was running, the cameras caught a glimpse of her ass. And my friend told me this after the pay-per-view, that was not a shadow on her ass. She actually pissed on herself.
Who?
Oh.
Wait, who did? Brie or Steph?
No, Stephanie pissed on herself.
Wow.
Wait, you have something confirmed now, or are you sure?
No, that was confirmed. She pissed on herself. There was a wet streak on her ass, And we were trying to figure out, like, what the fuck was that? That was not a shadow. That was her pissing on herself.
Damn, I heard her.
That's why she was running.
She literally slapped the piss out of her.
Yes, she slapped the piss out of her. Yes. It was so powerful. The slap was so powerful.
No. Usually that's an expression. This was a literal occurrence.
Yeah, this was a literal occurrence. She actually
That's why they caught her off guard right there.
Yeah, she was completely caught off guard because she was just like, I can't believe this bitch, like, slapped me in front of...
I can't believe I just pissed myself.
Yeah, and she pissed on herself, and that's why she was running. I was trying to figure out, like, why in the fuck is she running to the back? And then when you look down, somebody took a picture, and it's like this wet streak or whatever. I mean, because, like, wherever she did, wherever the fuck was on her mind, I mean, goddamn, you telling me you couldn't wait into the back to go and squat down and piss? So we will be hearing that tomorrow. But, yeah, that was hilarious. So, Daniel Bryan is still your WWE World Heavyweight Champion, but his wife is gone. I don't know if this is part of the storyline, but, yes, Brie Bella quits the WWE.
To my understanding, Brie is, there are rumors, and I'm going to say rumors only right now.
Hashtag rumors, princessy rumors.
That Brie is pregnant, and this is why she's being taken off of TV for a bit.
Which is understandable. So, yeah, that's understandable.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Okay, so we go to the next match, the last man standing match, Brad Wyatt versus John Cena. This was a brutal match. It was brutal, and then, of course, the Wyatt family and the Uso brothers got involved with this match. And trust and believe, this was World War III in the making in Chicago. So, the match turned, Brad Wyatt was pretty much, he was brutal. He said he was going to be brutal.
And the back.
Yeah, the shit was like going back and forth pretty much between him and Cena. It's for a minute, it was like a one-sided battle, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Brad Wyatt was really holding his own against John Cena. Then, of course, Cena did the 6 moves of doom and all that shit was going back and forth. So then, like every once in a while, the Wyatt family would like interfere, whatever, and it got real. And then here comes the Uso brothers. They come out. They start putting out tables and chairs and shit. And then, yeah, this shit got real. I mean, it really got real. So, Jimmy, I believe, he threw. I forgot what do. I forgot one of the Wyatt brothers, whatever. He threw him on the table. And he was like laying on the table. He was like sitting down or whatever. And then Jimmy was running, and he did one of his hip attacks or whatever, and crashed into the table. So then the other brother and the other Wyatt member, he did a superplex all the way to the outside and crashed into the table. So it was carnage everywhere. Yeah, 2 tables. Crashed into the table. The shit they was laid out. So then John Cena.
It was and you're right. It was I think it was Jay and Luke Harper that went through the 2 tables.
Yep, and them two was laid out. Shit was hilarious.
And don't forget how John Cena lifted up those steel chairs, with the stairs, and threw it at Bray Wyatt's face.
That was another one. That man threw some steel steps from the ring and threw it outside and crashed into Bray Wyatt's face.
I missed that.
Ouch. I think he tried to put his hands up, but I think it was too late. And I'm surprised he didn't get a concussion because the way, this was full, all face. It wasn't no jaw, wasn't no lips. It was all face.
Man, wow. That hit, man.
I'm surprised he wasn't bleeding because I'm serious. Like he really caught it bad in the face.
Oh, right. He already was bleeding on his elbows and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the shit was crazy. So then they go outside.
To be honest, in my personal opinion, though, really, the Usos really made that match.
Yes, they did. They
And the
really
Wyatt
did.
I mean,
family.
if it had been
Wyatt
straight
family, yeah.
Cena and Bray, I don't think I would have been as interested as I was because the Usos and the other Wyatts were there. Although the Usos really got to shine in this match, and I really think that they really made the match, personally.
Yeah, but, you know, it's going to cost them in the end because I think they're going to lose those tag team titles to Luke Harper and, old dude.
Eric Rowan.
Yeah,
Eric Rowan, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to lose
Well,
those tag
and
team
you know what? That
titles.
may be possible, but I mean, at the same time, I think they've had a good run with it so far, anyway. And you know, but I expect big things from both teams. I'm just saying that this particular match, I think the Usos made the match.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, I'm not saying that, you know.
Bray Wyatt still had his moments as well, you know, like when he caught John Cena in mid-air, gave him to Sister Abigail. You know, they all had their, you know, fight.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not taking anything away from Bray. I'm just saying I think the Usos really added a lot more to the match than Cena did, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So then they go out to the audience, or they go where they, you know, do the pyrotechnics or whatever, and then John Cena does an AA and throws Bray Wyatt into this. I don't know if this was like a little like box or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it was, but he crashed into it, and then John Cena doing his little Superman strength. He throws this steel thing or whatever. I don't know if it's a steel box or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It looked like he threw him into one of the big giant like cable boxes or whatever, and then took the cover and put it on. That's basically the way it looked.
Right,
and buried
stood
him
on top of it.
Mm-hmm. And trust and believe, we've seen this shit before. Armageddon 2000 with Jericho and Kane. Of course, we've seen this shit again. And then I was thinking, because there was a hole, and I thought he was going to crawl out of it, but that didn't happen. They tried to make it seem like he buried him or whatever, and John Cena came out as the victor. So, the one thing I had a problem with this match is John Cena do not put over folks. He did not need to win this match, and the reason why is because, first, you have a strong-ass heel. You got to make him unstoppable. When you win, and especially, John Cena wants to come out on top. He always wants to say he never gives up, blah, 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 blah. First of all, this wasn't an I Quit match. This was a last man standing. Pretty much means I'm going to beat the shit out of you until you cannot stand up no more. This doesn't hurt John Cena's legacy, but every time that Bray Wyatt loses to John Cena, it kind of hurts his credibility a little bit. Because, you know what I'm saying, everybody believes that this man is powerful, and he is. He's powerful in the ring, he's powerful in his promos, and he's like...
Oh, he gives the best promos. Every single time they give him a mic, it's gold.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This particular match didn't really bury Bray Wyatt since he won last pay-per-view,
Not at all. Right. But my thing is like this. Like, okay, we understand that you're Superman, but you also got to have a doomsday, in this storyline. You got to have somebody that's, unstoppable. You can't have, back and forth, okay, I win this, I win that. You got to have somebody that, John Cena have win against. He have win against all his opponents, whatever. He, pretty much in the storyline, he came out on top. He got to at least say that, okay, I'm going to lose 2 pay-per-views and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? That's a good storyline. Okay, you'll have, audiences, thinking, okay, can John Cena actually pull it off this time? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Yeah. But I think all in all, I think he did, he helped really make Bray throughout these whole 2-3 months, They had a long feud, which really benefited Bray more than than made him look bad.
I agree.
And plus, and not to mention, what else is you had to pretty much put Cena in that position where it's what the hell do I got to do? Because y'all brought up the steps. I was I put this man through tables. I put this man through this. I hit him with that, and it's man, what the hell do I got to do to beat this dude? I was like, I got to, like, literally knock him out to do it.
And remember, Bray and Cena kept saying this is no longer about wins or losses. This is about others, other stuff, So it's not. So the win and losses kind of threw that off the table because it really, if it was about winning losses, Cena won at WrestleMania. They could have been one and done, but they kept going. So, they still made it entertaining.
I have to admit, on a side note, I am mad about one extra thing. I was like, damn it, I wanted Bradshaw to get involved in that match somehow, but we might still have time for that later.
Right.
He'll get involved. It's just like, not now. At one point, he'll get involved, trust and believe, when they least expect it. All right, so we go on to the next match, the WWE Divas Championship, Paige versus Alicia Fox. You know what? I love this bitch. Alicia Fox is a crazy bitch, but I don't think they're going to give her the title. I think the reason why that she's going against Paige because she needs somebody that's formidable against her, at least. There's somebody that can show her.
So why they gave her Alicia Fox, though?
Exactly. And Alicia Fox, this turn, this vicious side, I love it. But I think she was kind of overdoing it when she lost the match or whatever. She was stomping her feet around and talking about, I don't know what the fuck she said. She was just like, I'm the queen. I mean, she was yelling out something. I just couldn't make it out. But
right, and she took Sandow's quote, man. Silence. I said silence.
I know what Alicia Fox was saying after the match was over. It was obvious.
Yeah, silent.
I'm stealing this from Chris Jericho because he invented it in WCW.
Yeah. And by the way, just a side note, what's up with the black people going 0-3 on tonight's pay-per-view? I just wanted to bring that. I just wanted to touch on that.
It didn't make sense why you got Big E holding and waving the USA flag and he's losing. Like, come on, that means he sucks as American. Come on now.
It's funny that you say that because my friend said that we're looking at another Rocky movie pretty much, but this is just in the WWE. So I'm just like, wow, so you telling me that's Apollo Creed versus that Russian dude? I was like, wow, that's hilarious. I'm just saying. All right, so we go to the main event, Shield versus Evolution, and I'm going to let Mr. Reese take over.
Well, I had to admit, I had this match dead wrong. On the extent that if you had the Shield winning this one in a sweep, congratulations, because I had to guarantee almost nobody had this match ending with one team still tagged, but the Shield went off and did it, and I gotta admit.
But everybody did predict that Roman was gonna win the match. The final bout anyway.
Yeah, and then I was like, even though Batista and Orton had been eliminated by that point, and then I was like, hold on. I still kept it in the back of my mind. I was like, hold on, now I know Triple H going to probably have some kind of sneaky ass shit he's going to pull. But then, Shield saw right through it. And it was like, Sledgehammer? Yeah, I don't think so. And then just face it. 3 for the price of 1. Roman hits the spear. Game over, Shield. But like I said, they stand tall and united in a sweep. And I had to admit, if you didn't believe in them before, you might want to believe in them now.
And it was smart that they always had the 3-on-1. Evolution always try to beat up each one by themselves, which was kind of smart. They didn't want to eliminate them one by one, but it kind of had this no holds barred type theme, so they had to fight, each one to themselves, But really, Seth Rollins really was the highlight of the match, man, doing all those hot spots, man. So kudos to him.
And actually, Doug, I wanted to talk on something that you brought up, and because you were talking about why not have all 6 fight on this one? Yeah, could you bring that up?
Yeah, I brought that up in the group, and believe me, I have a lot to bring up with this match.
Go ahead.
All right, well, first off, I'm sorry, why the fuck did Batista come out and think, I'm going to dress up like Papa Smurf? That was pathetic. You made Papa Smurf look good, Batista. That's fucking sad. want to ask who says who's Papa Smurf, just go to bed. As far as for this match goes, this match, and I've been saying it for weeks, I didn't buy into the rematch because I didn't think it was going to be booked right, and I was correct. This match was so utterly pointless main event. I gotta say, out of all the main events I've seen in wrestling, WWE, Ring of Honor, and I'm going to even count TNA in this was the worst main event I've seen this year so far. So because of this, we all knew Shield was going to win. Granted, I didn't think it was going to be a fucking sweep, but still, I'm sorry. We all know Shield was winning this, and to even have it be a sweep is pretty much like we have wasted this part of the storyline for no good reason because we don't give a shit. And I'm going to be honest, as much as I hate Cena, the Cena-Bray Wyatt match, looking back, should have been the main event, not the six-man tag. Total waste, and this is me being polite, I gave it about 3 stars just because of the fact the feud's over, hopefully.
Okay. I think my highlight was Shield was being dismantled, like literally. And they really wanted Roman Reigns all to themselves because since he's the powerhouse. And they like literally tortured him. I mean, like really beat the crap out of him. I mean, they was going around beating him with kendo sticks, you know what I'm saying, while he was laying on the steel steps. I mean, they was brutalizing him. They didn't want to eliminate him. They wanted to like really beat the shit out of him, and they did. And Shield would just not give up. And I think that's what's so hot about these guys. They don't know the term I quit. You know what I'm saying? They will come at you and keep coming at you. And, you know, Seth Rollins, I'm serious, he is the future of that business. He don't give a fuck. He reminds me of a young Mick Foley. He jumps off Titantrons. He jumps off ladders. He don't have any regard for his body. He don't have no regard for his body.
He's like Jeff Hardy for real. Like,
a clean Jeff Hardy anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's more like Jeff than he is Mick.
Yeah, he has like a little bit of Jeff Hardy. He has a little bit of Mick Foley. He's a daredevil. He just does not care for his body. I mean, he'll make sure that he kills you. I mean, he'll kill himself and he'll kill, you know, his opponent in the process.
Oh, man.
Shit is crazy.
Well, hopefully he's in the Money in the Bank match in the
Oh, for sure. You know he is. If he is not, something is really wrong with this picture. Straight up. But I think he's going to be in the Money in the Bank. It's going to be very, very interesting going into that pay-per-view. So overall, out of 10 stars, I will probably give it an 8, an 8.5. It was a good.
Wow.
Yeah, I give it, because it really did hold my attention. I thought that it was going to be a dreadful pay-per-view, but it turned out to be very exciting. It was really good. The crowd was into it, and some of the matches, there was about like 3 matches I actually liked. It's definitely, if you guys own the WWE Network, you can also look at it for like, you know what I'm saying, for $10.99 if you want to. If you don't have like a membership, I would probably say like, hell, you can, you know, try it out for a week. But the only problem I would say about the WWE Network is you need to really do something with your servers. I'm so tired of second takes and shit. I mean, goddamn, what the fuck, man?
That didn't happen to me tonight, but lucky me.
Shit, that ain't happened to me.
As far as for the pay-per-view tonight, I said it on the group. I'm going to say it again. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I mean, it was okay for what it was, but the main event was, to me, not that great. You had at least 2 matches which were pathetic. The Rusev versus Big E, because I actually fell asleep during that match, so I heard Rusev crush. But there were some good matches. The last man standing match was the only 5 stars I gave. Way better than RVD was a great one, and the Divas match was good for what it was as well. But WWE, I think you caught a lucky break here just because of the fact that most of the Chicago fans were probably too busy worrying about the Blackhawks getting their ass kicked by the Kings tonight. So you got a lucky break.
Oh, and they were all right when Bo was right and Paul Heyman was right, and they said the Blackhawks was going to lose tonight, and they did.
Yeah, they're going to definitely get some heat off of that. But, yeah. So anybody else want to, like, share their thoughts before we conclude?
Yeah, but I give it a 5 out of 10, man. It really only had like 3 or 4, pay-per-view worthy matches. The rest of them gonna be, they can put down on a Raw or something, or a pre-show.
Okay, Maurice.
Yeah, I had a minute. I was gonna give this 7.5. I was like, I probably didn't expect it to be as good, but I probably felt I was gonna get a surprise here or there, and like I said, I did not have the Shield winning this match, much less winning it in a sweep, because I was like, hold on. I knew if Triple H was going to be the last one on Evolution, some sneaky-ass shit was going to happen, but credit the Shield. I was like, forget us perishing.
Yeah,
We were the ones who adapted, and we made y'all perish. So,
because most of us, thought it was going to be Evolution 3-on-1 against Roman, and Roman's going to make a big Superman comeback. But, like this week, like, nobody didn't expect that. You're right.
And I think they're really pushing Shield. They were really pushing them. It's a shame that they're not pushing anybody else. And, especially if you want to make the superstars of tomorrow, you got to elite. You got to.
No. They pushing the Shield. They pushing Bray Wyatt. They pushing Russo. Like they're pushing Cesaro, and they trying to do something with Wade there. So there's actually the first
when I say pushing, I'm talking about folks that's been there for a minute, like Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston. It's like for some
they're pushing the young cats right now, man. So
they're still young, bro. I mean, for real, like people were still, but they were still chanting for Dolph Ziggler to come out. Dolph Ziggler, you know what I'm saying? You can't deny it.
It's just a Chicago crowd, man. So
it's just not in Chicago. Now you can sit here and make excuses and shit, but at the same time, come on now, you got to give it to Dolph Ziggler, bro.
And plus, I'm gonna admit, I'm gonna be real interested to see how things go on tomorrow, especially now with Daniel Bryan still walking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of my other surprise of the night, I did not think Daniel Bryan was going to hold them belts, like leaving out of Chicago, and Bray was. I thought like Bray was going to get fired and the belts were going to go off, but now I'm real interested to see how that plays off tomorrow.
Yeah, remember, we have 4 more weeks until
Money in the Bank.
About 3 to 4 weeks until Money in the Bank. So, tune in and see what happens next.
See, the thing is, they want to keep the belts on Daniel Bryan because they know that the crowd still loves Daniel Bryan. If you take them belts off of Daniel Bryan, you will have a worldwide on your hands, and I don't think the WWE can afford that right now.
But technically, he can't defend it right now because he's going to he can't wrestle for like a month. So he can be on TV, but
yeah, I mean it's still within the 30-day regulation. So I mean he's still good, but
I think the best
he's gonna be past the 30-day regulation. But
the only thing I can think of this is this is kind of like when Dolph Ziggler won the World Belt and then he got injured. I have no problem with the Daniel Bryan missing one pay-per-view. I'm gonna be honest, if he can't compete at Money in the Bank, then you need to strip him only because of the fact of this. And I love Daniel Bryan simply because of the fact of this. You can go 1 pay-per-view with no heavyweight championship match. But going 2 pay-per-views, maybe even 3, oh, hell no.
See, but at least he was there, it'd be different if he wasn't, just had the belt in abeyance or something and just didn't show up. He's there, he just not defending it.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting because, your top belt is not being defended. And that calls for a little controversy, you know what I'm saying? Because, Dolph Ziggler had a concussion, and it's not as serious as a neck injury. And they, how quickly they took it off of him. No, I don't think that shit was fair. They really should have gave him at least a shot.
But remember, they didn't take it off him quickly because once they allowed him to recover from the concussion, to come back and still defend the belt. So he didn't defend it like that pay-per-view, but he defended the next month pay-per-view.
And lost.
Yeah, I think going on Chris's point, and then I pointed this out if this was the case or if he did it to Daniel Bryan, we have seen how many times, particularly last year, when somebody got injured and they were not on TV for a while, they come back and the fans don't give a shit. Ziggler wins the belt, gets injured, most fans stop caring. Fandango got hurt, everybody stops caring. Hell, Zack Ryder, when he won the belt, gets hurt, people stop caring. That's when maybe WWE's worried here, because they're worried that if they strip Daniel Bryan and he's not on TV for a while, most of the fans will stop giving a shit.
Man, y'all can tell now when Daniel Bryan, like, he's slowly getting those John Cena mixed reactions, like some are chanting yes, some chanting no. And more, you know, they force you to say yes. Just when people gonna rebel and start saying no when he comes out.
Not in Chicago, dude. Not in Chicago. They were, dude, that was a sea of yeses, dude. Like, dude,
come on, Stephanie got slapped, of course, you know.
No, I'm talking about when he came out. I mean, the crowd was really chanting yes. I know where you're going with this, V-Dub. See, the thing is, you saying that he's going to go down the same path as John Cena. The difference between him and John Cena, Daniel Bryan can actually wrestle. He's not, I'm not saying that he's superior on the mic, but what's really helped him is his skills in the ring. He's explosive in the ring. That's what's going to help him come a long way. And then the yes chant is still hot. And you going to say that he's going to die off in the year. Now, you said that last year.
Oh, come on, you said you were going to start watching wrestling after each WrestleMania. So
yeah, you said that at WrestleMania 28. Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember that conversation. I remember that.
And just like you were saying, man, I'm not going to watch WrestleMania no more after all this.
So you want to throw that up in my face, CC. You want to try to do a little tit for tat. You're not going to do that shit with me. No. You're not going to win this battle, Mr. B-Dub. No. All right, so anyway, so for tomorrow night, we'll be back with a WCC Uncensored show. I am very interested to know what's going to be the fallout with WWE, the pay-per-view for Payback. I'm sorry, I can't even think right now. I really want me some ribs right now. Again. So for myself, Mr. TEAMBRINGIT, and Mr. Rockin' Reese, thank you so much for covering it for Ron. And wherever you are, Ron, please make a speedy recovery. I don't know where the fuck you are, but yeah.
That's Ron.
Anyway. Well, so we'll see you tomorrow night. Everybody have a wonderful night. And remind you, if you want to come and watch the show, just dial in to this code 559-726-1300. The code to come in is 430034. Once again, the number for our shows on Mondays and some pay-per-view nights is 559-726-1300. The code is 430034, and remember to hit that pound. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Now, wake the fuck up. Casper. Fuck. Oh, fuck me.